Book of 2nd Esdras, the 15th chapter, verse 14 through 19 in the Good News Translation. The world and the people in it are doomed. The war that will bring their destruction is very near. Nations will arm themselves and fight against other nations. There will be great political turmoil, with one group trying to overpower another and gain control while ignoring the legitimate government. There will be no longer free access to the cities because the struggle for power will bring destruction, terror, and total confusion wherever people live. Driven by famine and terrible suffering, people will assault their neighbors and mercilessly plunder their possessions. Ooh. All right. Hey, we in the beginning of those times, Shalom, Shalom, Kol Halayim La, Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Kodash, as well as a double honors, a respectful double honors upon the apostles and elders of GMS, the many various men and camps of Great Millstone, whom I've learned this truth and continue to learn this truth under. I'm the brother Allah Yahweh. Lord willing, this video be edifying, something to the sort of basically get to the scriptures, uproars of the people. And we seeing chiefly right here in Babylon, the Great America, is straight uproars. Every other week is a new form of protesting. In this past weekend, we had the No Kings protest, and that's how we started the year off, 2026. Then you had the protest against Venezuela. You got all these different types of protests. I even seen on Reddit. I try to follow every major city as well as country on Reddit to see what was going on out here. And even one of the hometown cities I grew up, they had a damn protest all throughout the downtown area. And you would never see that back in the day. The only type of somewhat protest you would see would be a couple people standing on the block doing the anti-ejection protest, the A to the B to the ORT protest. But this was straight uproars. You got mass people, as you see on the screen. New York City people is not a game. And Lord willing, I'll edit this video, and you'll see another assembly of people lined up in the San Francisco Bay Area, forming and writing letters of all the people in a protest. Lord willing, I'll put this on the screen as I'm speaking this right now. But let's just get straight to it, man. We're seeing the end. 2nd Esdras 9 at the top. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. And when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou very well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. For like as all that is made in the world hath a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest. Let me get that verse 5 again. For like as all that is made in the world hath a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest. And this isn't the end of planet Earth. This is a end of a current rulership. The true children of Israel, and it speaks on this later in the chapter. I'm about to get 2nd Esdras, the 6th chapter, verse 57 through 59, speaking on the Israelites. The prophet Esdras was wondering, hey, Lord, if the earth was made for our sakes, why do we not possess an inheritance? How long shall this endure? As well as, that these heathen nations have begun to be lords over us and to devour us. We're in the last, our final captivity, the last of these heathen nations in rulership. And who did the world set up before Yahweh's return? The basis, the wicked himself, the devil that the Bible speaks of, Esau, Edom. He's currently in rulership of the world. This going back to Jacob and Esau. Jacob representing the Israelites, so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, as well as the speckled birds, gonna look like these other nations. But seed line goes back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Esau represent you so-called WHITE people, for the most part, because we got a lot of Israelites that look so-called white but aren't. Nonetheless, they are the wicked that the Bible speaks of. Malachi 1 verse 4 describes them as the border of wickedness, and their little season of wickedness is coming to an end. Speaks on that in Revelation, the 20th chapter. We are in the twilight stages of Esau's rulership, and we can see the division, the madness, the anarchy, the chaos within his own kingdom. This is all signs that this man's kingdom is done. It's the closing credits are coming, and is going to end in nuclear flames. 2 Ezra 6 will start at verse 7 through 9. Then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of the times? Or when shall be the end of the first, and the beginning of it that followeth? And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. So that's symbolic of Esau's kingdom would come first. Jacob's would come thereafter. And Jacob's kingdom is going to be a kingdom of peace, of rest, and of righteousness. Okay, was that 2 Peter 3 verse 13? As well as on this side, under Esau, Edom's kingdom, we're in the state of Hebrews 13 verse 14. We have no continuing city. We don't have no inheritance here. But Esau got everything. Psalm 73 speaks on that. He's got more than heart could wish, but he still speaks wickedly concerning oppression. He wears violence as a chain, as a garment. This man can't have enough. It also speaks on that Micah, the 2nd chapter, as well as Habakkuk, the 2nd chapter. This man, he wants more. He's just gonna keep devouring. But that time of bullying these nations is coming to an end. They're bucking up against this Edomite power structure. And even it speaks on the beast, the 10 horns, which would make up the EU, NATO, the European nations would hate the whore. Who's that whore? That's Babylon the Great America. You know, Canada don't fuck with America no more. Australia, they in protest of a new Trump Tower over there in Gold Coast. All these European nations, America trying to drag them into World War III. They saying, nah, bro, we good. This is the sign of division amongst these Edomites of themselves. Russia got beef with Ukraine. Russia got beef with Babylon the Great America. Israel got beef with everyone. This is Esau's end. Let's get some scripture speaking on a kingdom divided. Let's start with Matthew 12, verse 25. And Yahushua knew their thoughts and said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation, and every city or house divided against itself shall not stand. If Satan cast out Satan, he is divided against himself. How shall then his kingdom stand? And what's the saying? United we stand, divided we fall. Well, the United States is now the divided states, and it's falling rapidly. This place is rapidly circling the drain, and the whole world can see that. But this isn't of men. This is of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. He sets up how long a kingdom's going to last, and he sets up when that kingdom's going to fall. And then this place is clearly falling. Mark 3, verse 24. And if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand. Pretty straight and to the point. Luke 11, verse 17. But he, knowing their thoughts, said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation, and a house divided against a house falleth. And that's what we seeing, man. Esau is divided amongst himself. Look at all these Edomites, all these cities in Babylon the Great. You see mostly Edomites up there in an uproar, pissed off. And the thumbnail, you're going to see a picture of this smaller city in western Michigan called Kalamazoo. And you see on there, it says, we are pissed. And, you know, Karen pissed off, Esau pissed off, everyone pissed off. Okay, this is what happens. Was it Proverbs 29 verse 2, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. And the scriptures speak on Esau's evil to him damn self. It says, he that is evil to himself, to whom shall he do good? He don't give a damn about his own people. How much more worse are the conditions for the Israelites, who this man has had a perpetual hatred against. Matthew, the 10th chapter, we'll just get to the point at 34. Yahweh Shai speaking. Think not that I am come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword. For I am come to set man at variance against his father, and the daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. And a man's foes shall be they of his own household. This is what's happening. The Lord, this is all the signs of Yahweh Shai's return. And the Lord is not coming to send no damn peace. Ain't gonna be no peace as long as you got this wicked demon within rulership. He's coming to set division at an all-time high. That's exactly what Esau does. He's notorious for how's that worded? The scripture, causing discord amongst brethren. You got North Korea versus South Korea, China versus Taiwan. All these nations, he allows them to have beef with each other. Look at the Israelites. We all scattered and divided. This is amongst our households, all shot and destroyed and confused. This is all under the works of Esau, Edom. He causes division. The beauty of it is now he's divided. Now his people is hitting the streets. Now his people is homeless. Now his people is working 60 hours a week and in debt and got to work till they 70 damn years old. Now he's getting the fruit of that wickedness. Deuteronomy 30 verse 7 speaks on all these curses shall be put upon our enemies that hate thee. Okay, and we seen Esau, he's catching that hell too, and there ain't no escape. These plagues is only going to get more and more turned up. Book of Isaiah 19, we'll just jump down to verse 2. And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. And that's what America being nothing more than modern day Egypt. Turn around your dollar, you're going to see an eagle and a pyramid. You got the obelisk over there in Washington, D.C. You got city of Memphis, which was the ancient capital of Egypt. Memphis, Tennessee, you got what? A damn pyramid, a Bass Pro Shop pyramid. The capital of California, Sacramento, you got a pyramid over there. This is nothing more than modern day Egypt. Bondage for all the children of Israel. We were, Southern Kingdom in particular, for the most part, dragged over here by way of ship, pursuant to Deuteronomy 28, verse 68. We are yet this day in our captivity, modern day Pharaoh being you so-called WHITE people. Verse 4, and the Egyptians will I give over into the hand of a cruel Lord, and a fierce king shall rule over them, saith the Lord of hosts. And we believe that through the Spirit to be Donald Trump. And look at them, we applaud it. We applaud this. Trump doing a great job at destroying you Edomites and really showing the world how much of a piece of shit you people are. And then the world not looking at you Edomites as with all that reverence anymore. They what's it? Nahum 3. Let me pull this up. It says, all them that see thee shall flee from thee. I've been getting this out a lot lately. The book of Nahum is going to be the 3rd chapter. He's making this place a shame amongst the whole world. Nahum 3 verse 5. Behold, I am against thee, said the Lord of hosts. I will discover thy skirts upon thy face, and I will show the nations thy nakedness, and the kingdoms thy shame. I will cast abominable filth upon thee, and make thee vile, and will set thee as a gazing stock. And it shall come to pass that all they that look up upon thee shall flee from thee. And that's what's happening. And say, Nineveh is laid waste. So America is looking like a damn, Don't nobody want to fuck with this place no more. It's looking like a disease-filled whore, and everyone's just appalled at what they see by this place. And pretty soon they gonna aim them arrows, those nuclear missiles, at this place. And we seeing right now Trump sending thousands of troops to hit the ground over in Iran. That's going to be to their destruction, and ultimately to this place's destruction. All these skyscrapers and bridges and everything you see here is going to be a damn desert. And this is all the wickedness, the results, the fruits of the wicked in rebellion against the Heavenly Father. And he's ending this temporal evil age, as the elder Yakia of GMS Chicago would say. Let's close off how we started. Once again, Lord willing, this be edifying. Uproars of the people. Book of 2nd Ezra, the 15th chapter, verse 14 through 19 in the Good News translation. The world and the people in it are doomed. The war that will bring their destruction is very near. Nations will arm themselves and fight against other nations. There will be great political turmoil, with one group trying to overpower another and gain control while ignoring the legitimate government. There will no longer be free access to the cities. And pause, we seeing that now with the TSA worker and the partial government shutdown. TSA workers ain't getting paid. So what Trump do? He installed his ICE stormtroopers now in the airports. This is getting more dystopian by the day. You're not going to have access, as well as you got energy restrictions coming too. You're not going to be able to just freely drive. If I want to drive from Detroit to Memphis or something like that, you're not going to be able to do that. The cities is going to be locked down. There's going to be curfews. There's going to be ICE agents out here. There's going to be checkpoints, military checkpoints. This is what's coming. It shows you that in the movie I Am Legend. They blew up one of the bridges. What's the saying? Now you can't leave. You stuck on an island. That's what's coming. Because the struggle for power will bring destruction, terror, and total confusion wherever people live. Driven by famine and terrible suffering, people will assault their neighbors and mercilessly plunder their possessions. That's what's coming. But the remnant, the elect, Lord willing, we be of that number, is going to be in a stable mindset. Let's actually close off on this. Isaiah 33, verse 6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of Lord is his treasure. So Lord willing, though, the worse and worse it gets out here in Babylon the Great, the more stable our spirit and mindset's going to be, because this is all written and we believe in the gospel and in the names of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. The name of the Lord is a strong tower, and Lord willing, we be protected against these increasingly evil times. Ephesians, the 5th chapter, us to be circumspect because the days are evil. Evil meaning bad times. And it's clearly this not the days of mirth, the glory days of Babylon the Great are far in the rear view mirror. It's nothing but terror, chaos, anarchy, and destruction coming here. I hope this was edifying. Shalom. Lord willing, we endure till the end.